Hello,
Hello, good morning.
good morning.
So yeah, welcome to Waking Up at 5 a.m. stream, and today is day 536.
Yeah,
And yes, let's start with the exercises. It's your turn.
so we'll be doing some stretching.
Okay.
Okay, so starting with the hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one, two, three, four, five. Then rotation. One, two, three, four, five. Anti-clockwise. One, two, three, four, five. Press your palm backwards. Other side. Other hand. Other side. Yeah, and then left and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, last, left and right. Okay, we'll go backward and forward. Go backward, go forward, backward, go forward. Last time, going backward and then go forward. And then finally, hands up, give a nice stretch, and hands going upwards as much as possible. Come back. Yeah, feels good.
Yeah, nice stretching.
Okay,
So,
let's plan the day.
plan our day.
Set some music.
Hmm.
Yeah, just a second. I'm almost done. Almost done this thing.
Right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Hmm. Yeah, so I read something yesterday in the
Great.
last book. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to share from that. So this book has a part, as in it's divided into some parts, and he said that like we focus on first on wealth, then health, and then happiness. But the
Mm-hmm.
importance of these things are in reverse order.
Should be in reverse order.
Is like the importance is in actual it's in reverse order, but we
Mm-hmm.
focus on the
Different
initial order.
order. Yeah, yeah.
So
So the order should be happiness and then health and then wealth.
yeah, yeah. Like later on, like
Mm.
when we realize those things, as in like when we get the first wealth, like first, like as a human runs after first wealth and then health and then happiness, and they then eventually they realize that okay, but the importance, like like because so we think that if we get that we will become happy. If we get it
Yeah.
next, like we have a wish list that okay, if we get that then we will become happy. But even after having all those things, it seems that no, happiness is something different, like
Hmm.
so.
So, okay,
Sorry.
what I feel from here is that okay, as you grow up, you look for wealth, right? You are studying, and then you're looking for a job. Once you get a job, and then you have got some money. Okay, in between you're taking care of health, and then eventually when you're getting, I mean, paid higher and higher, you are feeling happiness, and then you contemplate about all these things. Once you have got the money, is that you should have gone for happiness first, and then health, and then wealth. So I think it's human nature is that it runs after the wealth first, because once you get the wealth, you kind of settle your mind, and then you contemplate about all these things, right? And then you think about all this happiness. In the start only, if I tell you, is that let's say some experienced person comes and says, hey, focus about your happiness, not your wealth, you will be ignoring that person like anything.
Yeah, you
Is
will
it?
be.
You will be ignoring that person like anything, cause cause you'll be like, okay, I'll find happiness once I find wealth. What the experienced person is saying is absolutely true, is that you should be looking for your happiness. But the thing is, the human mind is, I don't know, framed in such a way, is that it looks for wealth first, and then it finds happiness. In between, the health is there.
Yeah. So in initial pages only, he also mentioned that like at different point of time you will be able to experience different things, and like if like run after money, but eventually you will realize that uh,
Yeah.
money is not the thing. Like gaining money is not happiness, and it's okay. Like after like spending all that much effort only you will be able to realize. So to gain money also, he first guided on how to focus on investing, so that you feel that then okay, there is no more need to run after money. And then like yeah, so on happiness also, he has guided in a very like great manner. So where he mentions that happiness is a state of mind where the mind doesn't need anything, as
Yeah.
in like the mind is free from desires, from wants, from any kind of uh, like what he says is like many people have different meaning, and even he would have different meaning if someone have like had asked him 1 year ago. So with time also the meanings change, the perception as
Yeah.
the perception change.
Yeah.
And so like with that current point of time when he wrote the book, he was defining his meaning where like we see something as like people also perceive happiness as happening something positive in their life.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
uh, but positivity is a kind of relate is a relative word where they would have experienced like so for something positive to be happening in life, they must have experienced something negative,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
and only then they can say that okay, this is positive.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So yeah, and happiness is not about feeling something negative or positive, but it's like uh, feeling indifference to what is happening in life.
Hmm. Yeah. I agree with all this.
Yeah, and like just a line that and like living life in present, like not in past or in future. Like normally our brain tends to be looking for things that are in past or in future,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
As in
Hmm.
planning things or following up things that happened in past. So it's like not going anywhere, but living life in the moment and to the 100%. So yeah, yeah, with this
Yeah.
part.
So that's something I couldn't agree more. But like in all these things, you use the word, a small little word called eventually. That's the thing. Eventually, people realize it.
Yeah,
Yeah. The idea is that can we realize it much sooner, much earlier?
yes. So
Yeah.
maybe reading such kind of books can help us realize.
Yeah, I agree. It can help us, but I don't know. I still feel the brain is designed in such a way that you first run for the wealth. Yeah, happiness is the thing. First run for the wealth, and you feel that when you have the wealth, you get the happiness. I agree that we shouldn't be running for. That's
I
kind of
think,
psychological thing.
yeah, I think so. Once, yeah. So I think meditation also helps in this, where uh, in a way where like we realize what things are important and what things we should like as in put effort in.
Hmm. Hmm.
So like which are worthwhile and which are not. So it helps us realize those things as well. So he also mentioned two three lines as in yeah. So like he has a should we conclude or can I just
No, go
explain?
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, so he has a small paragraph on like can practicing meditation help you accept reality?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in that he writes that yeah, but it's amazing how little it helps. He laughs by writing this, and then he said that you can be a long time meditator, But if someone says the wrong thing in the wrong way, you go back to your ego driven self. It's almost like
Mhm.
you're lifting 1 pound weights, but then somebody drops a huge barbell with a stack of plates on your head. It's absolutely better than doing nothing, but when the actual moment of mental or emotional suffering arrives, it's still never easy.
Mhm.
Real happiness only comes as a side effect of peace. Most of it is going to come from acceptance, not from changing your external environment. And
Hmm.
then he writes some more points that a rational person can find peace by cultivating indifference to things outside of their control.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So, yeah. And then he writes some lines that like in a sense in a first person, where like people can read it and reinforce for themselves also, like I have lowered my identity, I have lowered the chattering of my mind, I don't care about things that don't really matter, I
Mhm.
don't get involved in politics, I don't hang around unhappy people, I really value my time on this earth, I read philosophy, I meditate, I hang around with happy people and it works.
Mhm. Okay.
You can very slowly but steadily and methodically improve your happiness baseline just like you can improve your fitness.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and happiness is a choice. Happiness, love, and passion aren't things you find, they are choices you make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
The last line was good.
he, he, he's saying that happiness is something that can be learned.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's a skill. It's a thing like that.
Yeah. Well, nice. Makes sense. Yeah. Definitely makes sense. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I have to read, and then observe what kind of things he's saying.
Yeah,
As of now, I don't have much to comment on it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, but nice. Yeah. Looks like you are learning a lot from this book. Okay, I think we conclude now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining, and yeah, thank you for watching it. We'll be meeting tomorrow again for day 537.
Mhm.
Till the time, uh, enjoy your Monday
Yeah.
and have fun. Bye bye.
Bye.